Hey kids, welcome to part two. Sorry we got cut off for part one, but as we talked about, valleys are not depressed. Okay, if this thing wants to hurry up. Valleys are not depressed as in sad, they are low. Rivers sometimes cut out canyons like the Grand Canyon, and rivers, when they flow into ocean, can form areas like delta. These are three areas you might need to identify on a map. So, maps generally have something called scale. That tells you how to measure distances on a map. Obviously, a map is much smaller than the larger area it portrays. So, you can measure the scale on a map. So, a scale is something like what you see in the top right hand corner 0 to 10. Basically, this small area here, anything that long will represent 10 miles. The distance from 0 to here on the map would represent 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. You can see that. So scale is usually portrayed as like 1 to 6,000, 62,500, meaning that one like inch on the map would equal 62,500 inches in real life. But usually it's going to be like this, where they give you a small distance and they say, oh, this on the map represents 10 miles, and you'll have to measure that distance. So, oh, they also have a compass rose. Compass rose just tells you what direction is north, east, south, and west. Usually north is the top, east is to the right, south is the bottom, and west is to the left. Never eat soggy waffles. Anyways, so now I'd like you to practice measuring scale. Using this map, use the scale of this map to measure the approximate distance from the city of Seattle, up here, to New York. On this map, this length here would be 1 inch. 1 inch equals 557 miles. So using your finger to measure an inch, count the number of inches between Seattle and New York, pause the video. You're going to have to pause your video before you do this. And then in your version of this slide share, type the number of inches here and make sure to include your units. And then calculate how many miles there are between Seattle and New York by using a calculator to multiply this number by 557. And then go ahead and type your answers in. And then hit come back and hit play. All right. Everybody finished? All right. Before we move on, I'd like to give you one more joke. What do you call the laziest mountain in the world? Mount Everest. Get it? Mount Everest. That's pretty good. All right, anyways. So, map scale game. Yay! Okay, so you're going to hit pause again, go to your version, and click the following link to play the map scale game. I am not expecting you to do all of them. Just stop after question 5, take a screenshot of your score, and post it as a slide after this one. If you don't know how, email me and I will let you know. So, for example, go ahead and click the link. It will open up this page that will open sometime in the next 5 years or so. And, anyways, yes, let's play the map scale game. Use the on screen ruler to measure the distance between various cities and then use the map scale to convert it from centimeters to kilometers. Start game. Calculate the distance between Darwin and Cape Town. So, see this red dot and that red dot? Calculate that distance by lining up the ruler. Oh, that's 14 inches. 1 centimeter, or 14 centimeters. 1 centimeter equals 600 kilometers. So take your calculator. 14 times 600 equals, and then type the answer in here and click check answer. Do 5 of those, measure your score, and then post a screenshot of that. All right, I'm going to go back to the lesson. After you're done with that, maps also use symbols to represent things like a trailhead, start of a trail, a hiking trail, a side road, a forest area. These just represent important features on your map. So here's an example of a map of a school. You can see on your, it will be easier for you to see on your slide share. The symbols at the bottom, you've got a building, a pavement, a tree. There's more, but the screen is blocking them currently. Let me see if I can out and skip that. Anyways, so art wall, sidewalk, tree, grass, you can see them here. How many trees are pictured on the map? Type your answers to these 3 questions here. First question, tell me how many trees are pictured on the map. Tell me how many buildings are pictured on the map. And then tell me how many art walls are pictured on the map. So go ahead and press pause, go type those into your slide share, and then come back. Okay. Next one.